I'm in the Mentawais. This is Katiet Beach Resort. Our good friend Kadu owns it. And just out there, on the other side of those boats, hollow trees. There's no sets at the moment, but it is pumping today. So this is my quiver this year for the Mentawais. Hope this insight helps you on your future surf trips, or hey, if you join one of our surf coaching camps. Look, some random dudes at the surf camp. You're on YouTube, bitches. So let's start with the initial awareness that I am 5'11", I am 41 years old, almost 42, relatively fit. Oh, yeah. I'm about 165 pounds. Wow. And I'm used to surfing good quality surf. So this is what works for me. It might need to scale for you, but this is essentially what I'll be surfing for the next 3 or 4 months here in the Mentawai. Always a twin fin in the arsenal. I saw a social media post by Town & Country earlier this year of a twinister. That's what this is. Surf squared fins, really good fins that I got for good price. Some guys out of California, you can get them on Amazon, no affiliation. But this board has gone really well. I've surfed it at Hollow Trees on some smaller days. I've surfed it at Burger World. I've surfed it at a few other waves. I've even gotten fully barreled on this thing. It holds really well in good quality surf. I used to have a Channel Islands fish beard in my quiver. This replaced it just because I wanted to start trying something new. So dimensions, 5'8" by 19 1/4, 2 3/8. It's their standard dimension, 5'8". It comes in at 28.3 liters. This is a really good performance twin fin. You can see it's got some good rocker in the nose. It's got some tail rocker, kind of a more performance-y outline, but since it's a twin fin, still has some width and some girth up in the front of that board. Really good board, totally recommend it for Indonesia. Good quality surf, nice twin fin. On the bigger days, I'll surf it with a small trailer fin, which comes with these surf squared fins. Rad board. So side note, for all the guests that come on our coaching camps, we tell them they need to bring at least 3 boards in their quiver. I generally travel with 4. So 3 will cover a spectrum of waves. You've got a standard high performance board in that quiver. This is a CI Pro 2. I just got it, picked it up literally like 2.5 weeks ago. I've surfed it about 6 times. Goes really well. For Indonesia, good quality surf, waves with power, waves with curve. You need a board with curve. You need a performance-oriented board. That doesn't mean you suddenly need to surf a 5'11". Performance outline could be anything from like a 5'8" up to like a 6'6". But it's the rocker, right? The curve of the board, the outline of the board, a standard performance thruster. That's what we're looking for. That's gonna be a daily driver here in the Mentawais. I will surf this anywhere from waist high to a bit overhead, and this goes exceptionally well. Off the rack, I'm a stock standard 5'11". I wouldn't really change much of this. I think this comes in at 28.4 liters. I can't see it underneath the wax, but it is that standard 5'11". Shout out to Jawa on the fins. I'm digging them. They feel damn good. Squash tail, since again, this is my kind of daily driver. The bigger step up you're about to see in a minute is more of a round tail, but a standard shortboard out here, I will usually go squash tail. Ooh, thing's good. Like I was just saying, the round tail on the 6'1" Custom Fever Channel Islands. Yes, this is epoxy. Yes, the Channel Island Pro is epoxy. Yes, the Twinister is epoxy. I am used to surfing epoxy. That step up, PU. So across the board, I surf epoxies because I've gotten really comfortable with them. Hence the CI Fever Custom 6'1". The standard 6'1", too much volume for me. But once the waves are a bit overhead, I like to have a little extra length and a little extra of that nose rocker, right? Cruisier entries on those steeper waves, bit bigger rail line to do some pretty carves. This is a good kind of step up for when the waves start getting some juice. So again, this is 6'1", this is 29 liters. I think they thinned out the width a bit, or sorry, the thickness to drop the volume. And again, shout out, Gala fins, digging them. I was surfing some more rakier fins and it really tightened this board up. Surfing it at Macaroni's and some other good waves. Here at Hollow Trees, went to some more upright fins and it really loosened this board up. Felt really, really good. So again, this is my kind of standard step up. For all coaching camp guests, again, stock standard shortboard, whatever that size means for you, and then a step up, which is usually anywhere from 2 to 4 inches longer in case the waves start getting a little bigger, or if you're on a coaching camp, we need a little more nose rocker for a little easier entry for you, a little more calm mental headspace to get into that wave a little earlier. I am really digging the fever. If I have to surf this board, I'm scared because it's big and barreling. I got this from Martin, bro. If you see this, shout out. He was just on one of our coaching camps, one of the guests, and I saw this sitting in the rack. I made a deal that he couldn't refuse because this thing, I want to send this to the Valhalla of surfboards, death in a barrel, preferably here at Hollow Trees at some point. This thing wants to live and die in a barrel. So if you're in Indonesia, you need a proper step up if you have the skill set and the willingness and the cojones to surf when it's solid. I am not a big wave charger by any means, but I have some friends who are. I will paddle out on this thing, sit beside them and wait until they yell at me to go. And I'm getting a full stand-up shack. No, really nice board. If you're in Indo for a while, you need a proper step up, especially if you're gonna start chasing barrels. So you can see how daggery this thing is. Like, it's a knife. So much nose rocker, skinny, it's a blade. So that's it. That's my quiver. I'm gonna be surfing that for the next few months. I'm gonna leave that at my friend's house here in the Mentawais. Again, always want at least 3 boards, maybe even 4. A spectrum of boards catered towards your skill level and what you're accustomed to surfing. But I hope that insight gives you some insight to make better informed decisions in case you ever get to come to Hollow Trees.